Hi, Lena and Rose back with another video. Don't click off. Hear me out. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you for clicking on my video. I was sober yesterday and I'm sober today. I got off work again, work slow. So I decided to drive down to the park and make a quick video. And I was sitting here reading my book and I wanted to share some of it with you. So don't click off. Hear me out, okay? All right, here I go. Be patient. Be patient with me. What I was reading was substituting and fixing. It's common for addicts and alcoholics early in recovery to fixate on a person or activity as a substitute for drugs and alcohol. In other words, we try to plug the giant-sized hole inside us that we used to fill with drugs of choice. Often, what we try to fill it with is just destructive as the substance we just cut out. As we adjust to our new sober lives, it's only natural that we find new ways to have fun and let the steam off. The trouble comes when we revert back to our old tendencies, trading one compulsion for another. For instance, it's not uncommon for both women and men in recovery to go on a spur of the moment shopping sprees, spending money on things that they either don't need or can't afford. There's a certain rush we get from blowing a bunch of cash on jewelry, clothes, electronics, even a new car. And it seems like a great way to reward ourselves for good behavior. But what might seem like normal behavior is really just seeking instant gratification the same way we did when we used alcohol or drugs. The only difference is that instead of hitting the bottle and downing a few pills or picking up a pipe, we're using through a new pair of shoes or a flat screen TV. Just like our real addiction, this type of habit will never leave us feeling satisfied. And the rest of the paragraphs is kind of going into what their personal experience was. But I want to read the last paragraph. While it is perfectly fine to treat ourselves to something nice once in a while, we are headed for trouble when we regularly use an activity or a person as a way to fix our mood. The excitement is fleeting, but the emotional and material costs certainly isn't. And no amount of shopping, sex, or food can fill the void that alcohol and drugs once filled. Whether we like it or not, the journey of recovery is about self-discovery. When we look outside of ourselves to other people and material things for happiness and fulfillment, we are looking in the wrong direction and we're asking for trouble. And that is so, so true. That is so true. Man, I think back on, I'm single. I've been celibate since 2017. I have 2 children. They're 12 years apart, 2 baby daddies. And if that doesn't tell you enough right there, that my long history of drug and alcohol abuse, the road that it takes you down. My picker was broken. All the people that I chose to be in my life, I chose to fix. My younger daughter's father is not here today. I met him and fell in love with him because he was broken and he was an alcoholic and an addict, and fentanyl finally took his life. Did I get a daughter out of that relationship? Absolutely. But in my sobriety and my recovery at the time, when I was trying to get clean and sober, I tried to save him. And in that time I was trying to save him, I was blessed with my younger daughter. Cars I've bought. I bought a house. It went into foreclosure over off of 62nd and Pine in Tacoma. I couldn't handle it. Had a little money. Just constantly trudging forward, just trying to feel better. That surge of excitement. The car that I'm sitting in now is probably the best decision and the most planned decision that I made. And was I drinking at the time? Yes, I was. Have I ever drove drunk in this car? No. But I planned this. I saved for it. I made sure I can handle the payment. I thought it through, which I say in all my videos. Think it through. Think it all the way through. I still fill voids with food. I still do that. I ate 3 Fat Boy ice creams last night after I ate a supposedly healthy dinner. But that makes me feel good. And when I do slip up, I say to myself, at least it's not alcohol. At least it's not drugs. And that's true. I mean, that's facts. That's true. But, I'm just sitting here in the park and reading my book, and I wanted to share that because there's parts of my reading that just, it literally floors me. You never stop learning in recovery. You never. And you might say to yourself, well, I already know that. I already been through that. I could say I've already been through the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. But I'll tell you, when I read through it, and there's a certain step that just rocks me to my core, yeah. You never get enough. You never get enough. And it's more than just getting sober. It's more than just getting sober. You need to educate yourself. Read a book. Go to a meeting. Go to church. Exercise. And I did hear something about exercise when I was in treatment. And the treatment counselor, was telling the group that in early sobriety and you start working out and you start burning fat, and the toxins that are in your fat from the drug and alcohol can release into your system. That's like some people, have told that they've woken up and felt like they've been drinking or drugging. They have that feeling. It's because, that stuff gets trapped in our fat. It takes a while to get it out of our system. And I want everybody to be safe. My videos aren't going to be about, trimmers and you know, I lived through liver disease, or, it's not going to be any of that. But what it's going to be about is I want my videos to be about support. I genuinely care about getting on here and talking about staying clean and sober, and the little things that you obstacles that you go through along the way. Impulse buying, overeating. They say in the first year of sobriety, don't get into a relationship, especially with another addict. And always seek recovery. Seek recovery. Just don't stay sober. Just don't say it. I mean, if that's what you're hanging on to today, please, try to stay sober one more day. But what really strengthens, I feel, my personal experience, what strengthens me, and it may strengthen you, is if you find stuff to read. If you don't, if you can afford audible books, but yeah, seek recovery. Recovery makes you strong. It makes me strong. Every time I pick up and read something that's towards getting sober, not drinking and drugging, and it just makes me stronger, And I was just sitting here in the park and reading because I didn't want to be at home. And I read that paragraph and I wanted to share it. I wanted to share it with you people out there. And so I don't want to bore you. I'm running out of things to say, but that's what I wanted to share. And thank you for stopping by. If you made it to the end, please like, comment, and subscribe. Get my videos out there. And I'm working on getting better each video. A lot of my videos, there's a lot of head in there. But anyway, I love you guys. And until my next video, thank you for stopping by. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Get my videos out there. And enjoy the rest of the time you have. Bye-bye for now.